What's good, y'all? Fat Boy Chronicles. Welcome to the Man Gone podcast. I am your host, that boy, that fat boy, that guy. Waiting on my other compadre to come on in, young humble king. But today, before we get started on the main topic, I got a few things I got to put out there that's been in the news. We got updates on situations that I'm gonna talk about. The first thing I'm gonna talk about is the Carmelo Anthony case, not to be confused with the former NBA Hall of Famer. But Carmelo is a young 17-year-old out of Frisco, Texas. If you don't know, who unalived a um, white student at a track meet probably about a couple weeks ago. Um, there's been a lot of racial tension, racial undertones, racial things going on back and forth between uh, basically back and forth between people on social media. Some celebrities have picked up the situation and talked about it. Nancy Grace has said things about it. There's a lot of anger and vitriol going towards Carmelo. Uh, at the end of the day, like I said before, my personal opinion is two lives are being affected. One, that's the individual that was unalived, killed, and then the other is Carmelo. I side with Carmelo on the situation, and I've said this once before that if you put your hands on me, if I tell you and give you warnings not to mess with me in a certain type of way, it does not give you the right to come into my personal space and touch me or give you the right to say anything wrong or vulgar to me without consequences or repercussions. And unfortunately, this young man, I forget his name right now. It misses my brain right now, but he lost his life. And at the end of the day, Carmelo is basically his life is pretty much in shambles right now. It's unfortunate, and this is the way the world turns. I'm gonna just be honest with you. Uh, Carmelo wasn't in the wrong. He defended himself. He did what he needed to do. He did what anybody else would do in that situation, in defending himself and also making sure that he got home that evening. uh he did what he had to do, and a lot of us are saying, well, we would have, went to a teacher, or we would have went to an administrator, or we would have went to, whoop de whoop or whatever. But when you're in that heated situation with somebody, there's no telling what you can do. What I think was he was intimidated by the two twin boys when he got approached, and he did what he had to do to defend himself. Most of the time, black folks know this quite well. When you're surrounded by white people, or and you're the only black person in that situation, because from what I was told, there wasn't very many black people there at the meet. But when you're surrounded by two very big and intimidating young men, and you're about a maybe a buck 20 or a buck 30 soaking wet, and these two individuals are over 200 pounds, for football players and different things of that nature, and they're approaching you in an aggressive manner, you're going to pick up whatever it is. And I was taught this. I know many other people were taught this as well. You pick up whatever's near you and you get to doing what you got to do. uh Unfortunately, Carmelo did what he had to do, and he took care of business, and I'm not mad at him for that. Uh, Rest in peace to the young man. Condolences to his family, but Carmelo was not in the wrong in this situation. He was doing what he needed to do, and that was defend himself. Um, Update on that situation. So there was a news conference today. There was a news conference today uh, involving Carmelo's mom. I wish I had the clip for you guys. I wish I could put that up here. I can't put it up here, but you can easily, put your Googles out there and go and check and see the conference. But apparently his mom got up there. His mom said that their family's been getting harassed. Their family's been getting uh, threats. She's had packages delivered to her house, which she's not has not opened or touched or did anything. Um, her other children are being harassed. Her husband has had to take leave of absence to make sure that the family was protected. They've been getting threats on a daily, phone calls, people just being rude and ignorant and disrespectful to her and her children and her husband as well. Um, she sent out her condolences to the family, but like she said, I do have other children. I do have a family. I don't have any reason to basically. I didn't need the money that was donated. Clearly they didn't need the money because they were able to bail him out on the bail and get the bail dropped. So they didn't need the money at all. But she was saying that because there's things out here in the news saying that they took the money that was donated to them and brought a house and a car and whatever other weird rumor is out there. At the end of the day, they could do whatever they want. It's donated money. It's up to them what they decide what they want to do and how they want to do it. It's totally up to them. um Me personally, I'm very angry at society as a whole right now, because there's people that look like me that are on the side of whites who feel that Carmelo was wrong and he should be in jail and he needs to go to jail for murder for life and different things of that nature. Um, and there are black people on that side of the fence as well. What makes me angry is the fact that I don't know where this world and this country is going. It's going to hell in a handbasket. And at this point, I don't see any change in this country. I'm very disappointed in this country. I'm not surprised because I mean I'm a black man in this country. I know how it goes. I know the type of political environment we're in. We have a guy in the White House right now who gives racist people out here the energy and gives them that battery to go out here and do these weird things and disrespect people and do people wrong and all this other stuff. um Notice he has not came out and said anything about Carmelo Anthony, about the situation at all. I'm sure he's behind the scenes trying to puppeteer his way on certain situations. um but my heart goes out to Carmelo's mom. She shouldn't have to deal with that. She shouldn't have to be disrespected. Her husband shouldn't have to take off work, which I'm kind of glad he has taken off work because there's a possibility they might have did something to him up there. Also, while at the conference, the father of the slain young man that was killed uh, came to the press conference before it got started, and they had to escort him out the building. I understand his son is not here anymore, so he feels some kind of way, but I have no idea how he got past anybody to get into that building to even get close enough to approach her or to even get close enough to get in the building to say anything to anybody. That's crazy to me. It's wild. I don't know what the hell is going on with this situation, but it's making me fearful for that woman, Carmelo's mom, and the rest of his family. I think they need to move. Unfortunately, they're not going to be able to move because of the simple fact of Carmelo has a case in Frisco, Texas, and they're not going to let him go anywhere and they're not going to let him move. They're not going to fly him back. They're not going to do any of that. They're literally going to make him wait that out. But unfortunately, I feel like something drastic is going to happen if they don't move that family out of that town immediately. But that's just my 2 cents. I wanted to put that information out there. There has not been any video or any type of evidence showing where Carmelo Anthony, was in the wrong of any kind. It's all basically witnesses and basically hear their conversation, he say, she say, and whatnot. So that's really the latest. Also, um, I want to talk about the shooting at Florida State University today. There was a mass shooting, and 6 people were injured. As no, as I'm giving it to you at the moment, it might be more information coming out as we speak, but at the moment there was a school shooting because Florida State University is a school, and there was a shooting, and unfortunately, at this moment, we don't know if
Right, all
anybody
right.
got killed. Uh, we also don't know the extent of the injuries. There are 6 people injured as we speak. Take it over, bro.
All right. My bad, y'all. I'm showing up all late, man. My bad. I know I'm supposed to be on time. And in case y'all don't know what this is, man, if y'all ain't seen Little Rascals, man, then y'all too late. Then y'all too late. But yo, welcome to the Man Gone podcast. You already know who I be. I be the Humble King, and I'm pretty sure you already know who that be, Mr. Fat Boy Chronicles himself, aka Big Esco.
Yes, yes. I am
All
here.
right, man. Before I about to say,
So,
before we
bro,
begin,
just to catch you up, bro. I went over the situation with Carmelo because his mom had a press conference today.
and
Uh,
I got another. I was about to say, and I got another, bro, man. But
yeah, go ahead.
before I get in, man, before I go into my topic, man, I want to just
Hmm.
say peace and love to everybody that's watching, man, and I highly appreciate y'all for tuning in today. But yeah, man, getting into the world news, man. I'm glad you brought that up, man, because I don't know if you know or not, man, but it was a shooting down here in Texas, bro, and hey,
Another
bro,
one?
yes, bro, and this time, bro,
When?
it was a school shooting. Yeah, I'm about to
Oh
read it
yeah,
now, bro.
yes, yesterday,
I'm about to
right?
read it now. Yeah, I'm about to read it now. Then it says 17-year-old suspect in the Wilmer Hutchinson High School shooting Tuesday afternoon has been taken into custody, the school district said. According to the Dallas Morning News, the suspect identified as Tracy Haynes Jr. turned himself in at 9:30 Tuesday with the help of an organization called Urban Specialists.
Hmm.
So, come to find out, and what's so sad, bro, man, is that Tracy Haynes, I'm about to say he's black. This is a black man. This is a black guy doing the school shooting.
Yeah, yeah.
And bro, it's so sad, man, because it's already bad enough we going through. I about to say it's already bad enough. Carmelo Anthony is going through his situation as is, and you see how they trying to make an example out of Carmelo Anthony. Now that you
Hmm.
been in this school shootings, man, when you hear about school shootings, man, you only hear about that, from the other race, the other color. I'm about to say, I ain't the one that throw out the race card and everything, but the other color is known for doing that, man. Not this color.
Yeah,
I'm about to say, man.
it's not something we normally do. It's not something that goes on that usually happens the other way, but on occasion we do dumb, retarded, stupid stuff too. So, you know,
But come to find out, he said for what he claiming, I don't know. I'm waiting on the story to come out. For what he claiming, he said he was getting bullied. But man,
hmm
they be doing this. I'm about to say, man, we can tell when a kid is getting bullied and when a kid is not getting bullied, man.
hmm
If we throw this bully word out so much, man, that we use it for a shield to cover up the bullshit that we do. Like we know when a person is getting bullied and not bullied. So we're gonna wait till the story fully develops, man. Because if you notice, and we talked about this on the last podcast last year, man, you notice, man, every time when a white person cries bully, all the support comes in. But when we get bullied, it gets overlooked. And then when we retaliate and we stand up for ourselves and do what we're taught, now we're the evil people. Now we these hoodlums. Now we these hoodlums. These thugs. All because we we getting
uh-huh.
bullied. All because we getting bullied and we doing what we supposed to do. We doing what we supposed to do. When the white
Right.
person gets bullied, when the white person gets bullied, man, like I remember this little kid, he got on Facebook crying, talking about he get tired of getting bullied. They set up a
Mm-hmm.
GoFundMe, man. That kid got over like $300,000 in donations. Now, if it was
Mm-hmm.
somebody of our people, man, that they were getting bullied, man, they wouldn't even look a naked eye to it unless we kill them.
Yeah, it's sad, bro. It's a sad situation. Um, I'm gonna be honest with you. Yes, they throwing out this bully word, very loosely, but at the same time, we cannot ignore that these things do go on. What I'm seeing is retaliatory situations when it comes to us, and even speaking in the Carmelo Anthony situation, that was retaliatory. That was basically a reaction from somebody getting in his face and telling him to move somewhere where he didn't have to move. uh, what I'm seeing is the reaction. This is what happened. It's called cause and effect. Every action has a reaction.
There you go.
So
Every
I don't
person
know.
has a
I
reaction.
I don't know if this young man was being bullied. However, if he was being bullied, then I'm not saying his actions are justified, but I understand why he did what he did.
Exactly. I about to say that's what I'm saying. I'm on the way to the full story comes out, man, because
Yeah,
we
I
throw
gotta
the
hear the
bully
full
word out.
story. Yes.
We throw the bully word out so loosely, man, that we literally got to pay attention to what's like going on. So yeah, definitely we got to pay attention to that story, man. But I about to say
Hmm.
I about to say, man, I hope he didn't do it out of stupidity, and he did it out of defense. I was about to say that's what I'm hoping for, man. I was about to say I won't wish that on nobody on both ends, man. I'm about to say because I wouldn't like for another child for his life to get lost, man, and I hate for another child to take another child's life because they're being bullied, man. On both
Hmm.
ends, I pray for him on both ends, man, because I'm about to say, man, it's so messed up, man, that man, you don't know what's going on. That's why I'm waiting on the full story to come out, man.
Hmm.
And I don't know if y'all followed up from yesterday, man, when I told you about the young lady that shot at the young man. I I don't know if you heard about the situation yesterday, bro, man. And I said on live about the woman who shot her husband because come to find out the husband was touching the
Hmm.
kids.
Hmm. Hmm.
I'm still say it right now to this day. Free that lady and free Cain Velasquez, man. About to say, man, I'm still screaming that, man. I about to say those were actions that were justified. About to say, you need to go on here, let them free. Cause I'm about to say, man, if they was our child in that situation, man, y'all did the same thing. I'm about to say, free Cain Velasquez and free that lady, man.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you, bro. I'm not disagreeing with you on that.
Oh yeah, definitely, bro, definitely. All right, so we can go on here and jump in our topics today, bro, man. So today's topic, man, is we want to talk about, man, what lessons have you learned from your past relationship and have you grown from your last relationship? Because we all move on from our relationships, man. But I get on Facebook, man, and I see all the bashing and all the back and forth, putting each other down and everything, man. And I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna go out there, throw out my experience for myself, man. Because I currently just got out of a relationship.
Right.
Have I grown? I'm about to say, have I grown from it? Absolutely, because I'm keeping real with you.
Hmm.
When I first met my girlfriend, like I said, I'm keeping respectful. I ain't gonna say no names. But
Hmm.
when I first met her, I'm about to say, if y'all follow me on Facebook, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. But when I first met her, we was in high school or whatever. We were teenagers. We were still kids. At that time, I'm about to say, at that time, by both of us being kids, we didn't fully get the concept of what it was to be in a relationship. We was 16 at the time. But as the years progressed, when you hit 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, I'm about to say everything started escalating.
Hmm.
We started to grow. Our bond started to grow. But as we started to grow in the relationship, because I've been in a relationship for 10 years. as we started to grow into relationships, we had our kinks, man. Like, me being the man, I had my moments. Like, like at moments I was real jealous, immature, because I didn't like really know what a woman really, like, I didn't know what a woman, like how a woman felt. I didn't like fully understood a woman at that time.
Mm-hmm.
Me being I be like 20, 21, 22. Our brains ain't fully developed and whatever.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I had to sit there and and learn as each year goes on. I had to sit there. I had to learn and progress. Like, damn, what am I doing wrong? Damn, am I mature in this department? Am I doing this right? It's like everything started to line up in my head, and everything started to line up so much, man. And I like snap and take my hang out on her. I had to, I had to sit back and when we broke up, I had to, sit back, and she had to understand what she said, what she was telling me. She was like, hey, you did this, and you did that, man, and you didn't fully understand because all you cared about was your feelings. Which at that time, bro, I did. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I did. Like, I didn't like understand. Like, I wanted everything to be seen from my point of view and not from her point of view. Like, I just wanted everything to be focused on, me. And that's why I had to grow. That's why I had to grow from in the relationship, man. Like, it ain't always about me. It's about me. And it's about me and my girl. I'm about to say, man, it ain't just me. I'm about to say, if you in a relationship, man, it's about both, not just one person. And that's the one
Mm-hmm.
thing, and that's one lesson. That's the one lesson I learned out of all of it, bro, man. Is that you gotta let your lady voice her opinion sometimes, man. Like, sometimes you just gotta be quiet, man. Just let your lady talk, man. Let her express how she feels. Let her express how she feels, and that's what I learned from all of it. That, man, and I learned, not to be no sucker neither, man. Because I had moments where I was being a little bit too soft, man, and being too
Mm-hmm.
much of a sucker, man. And in today's society, man, you can't be no sucker. Because the moment they see you a sucker, man, they're gonna definitely think you sweet.
Yeah, I agree. So my experience, as far as did I learn and did I grow from my last relationship, I did. I most definitely did. I applied a lot of things. I've grown from each relationship that I've been in. So I've been married before. When I was married at a fairly young age.
How old was you when you got married, bro?
And um shoot, when did I get married?
Was you in your 20s?
Oh, ooh. Um, I want to say maybe 24, 25,
Oh,
24,
man.
25.
Yeah, you.
I was still fairly young. Um, when I got married at the time, I got married because he was waving at you, man. Uh, I got married at the time. I thought it was the right thing to do. We were raising a child, like, I thought that was the commendable thing to do at the time. And come to find out, I wasn't ready. Like, literally, bro, on the night of my wedding, I did the I do's, kissed my wife, and I literally walked up to my guys and was like, "Hey, bro, let's hit the strip club." Like, literally, dead ass, right after the ceremony. So I was not ready. I was not prepared. I thought I was, but I was not mentally mature enough for that situation. Me personally, the growth that I got from those situations is, number one, not to take relationships for granted. I think in my past I took a lot of relationships for granted. I took a lot of the women that I dated for granted. Um, they were great women. I'm not gonna sit here and say that they were horrible women. They had their flaws like anybody else, but I was a lot mentally, physically, and emotionally ready for the toll of a full-on relationship. Um, what I learned from it was that I learned how to be a better man, how to be a better mate, how to be a better helpmate, how to be a better just individual for myself. One thing people don't understand is if you don't love yourself and if you don't fix your, flaws and different things about you, um, people aren't, people aren't going to come in your life and respect you for that. They're going to walk all over you. They're going to disrespect you. They're going to, treat you like dirt because you don't love
Oh yeah,
yourself. If you don't
oh
love
yeah,
yourself, you can't love anybody else. That's a fact.
oh yeah. You definitely right on that one.
Hmm. Yeah,
Definitely
you
right on
just
that
you
one.
can't love yourself. You can't love anybody else, and that's another thing I learned. I learned to love myself. I learned to appreciate me. I learned to lean on me and depend on me and not somebody else. I learned that women need attention. They need love. They need affection. I learned all these things from my different relationships. Am I perfect at it? No, absolutely not. But as I grow into the relationship that I'm in now, I'm learning to do it more and more and more. And that's the thing, and that's the key when you're in a relationship is that you have to learn how to grow with the relationship, and you got to learn how to sometimes take that back seat and kind of not necessarily let that other person lead, but they might have some information, some vital things that they want to give you and teach you that you might just have to be quiet and let them do that. And not
Exactly,
necessarily
bro.
that don't mean that as a man you can't lead or as a woman you can't lead. Men and women can both lead, but why do that when you can walk in step with each other and lead each other and not down a damn dark alley?
Yeah, I about to say I totally agree with you, bro, man. That's when the maturity
Mm-hmm.
part comes in, man. You know, that's something I had to learn in the relationship too. Like
Yeah.
I definitely had to learn to be mature, bro, man. Because it's like I said, women mature more quicker than men.
Yes.
I agree with you, man. Like I didn't take my relationships for granted back in the days, man. I'm about to say like the 10-year relationship that I was in, man, I'm about to say that's the
Mm-hmm.
first relationship that I did that I'm about to say I took it for granted at first, man. But as time progressed, man, I took the relationship twice as more serious because as time progressed, I'm like, oh man, this might be the actual ones. But the ones in the past before then, man, like I literally had to grow from them, man, because me having a big heart, bro, man, the first thing I was doing, man, I ain't even gonna lie. Because I about to say something. I about to say she was the first relationship, the 10 years girl that I was with. She was the first real relationship for a long time. That was high school, going into adulthood. But
Mm-hmm.
high school, when I was in relationships, boy, man, I wasn't doing nothing but tricking, boy. Cause I'm like, here, you get, here, you get a gift, you get a gift, you get a gift. Everybody gets a gift, man. And at the same time, I'm not knowing up here. I'm like, man, you a dumbass. And I'm like, she's using you. Like I had an ex, bro, man. Like I'm gonna keep it up with you. This man going podcast, man. I had this ex back in high school. Like I said, I'm keeping respectful. I ain't gonna say no names, but man, she was so. When I say, bro, she was so cold and she was so slick at the same time, bro, man. And I was too stupid and naive to, like even pay attention to what's going on.
Thank you.
So me and her, I'm gonna say, so me and her hooked up with each other, man. I'm about to say we went together for like 9 months. I'm about to say, man, everything was going cool. We like 15, 16. I'm about to say everything going cool. But I'm not paying attention to my homies when they telling me like, hey man, you gotta be careful for her, but with her, bro, man, she might not be the one,
Mm-hmm.
bro. Cause she been around the block. And I'm like, man, y'all capping, bro. I'm like, man,
Mm-hmm.
man, you got my hands off, man. So
Right.
I'm not paying attention to my homies, and at the same time, I should have paid attention because every time we came over her crib, bro, I always had to sit outside. I always had to sit outside and wait on the porch. And I'm like, man, the mama know me, the daddy know me. The fuck I'm waiting outside on the porch for? Not knowing she had an ex nigga upstairs, bro.
Right.
So I'm like, so I'm like, oh yeah. So I had to put two and two together, man. And when I found out, man, and when everything hit the table. I ain't even gonna lie, bro. My first job at Soldier Field, boy, I went in the bathroom crying hard than a motherfucker because I'm like, damn, man. I gave this girl my all. I gave this girl my all, man. I'm about to say, why the hell she do this to me, man? So I'm about to say, I had to grow from that too, man. You know, when you break up in a relationship, man, ain't no need to, get emotional about it, man. It's human nature, man. You know, sometimes, man, the relationship can be going good, man, but as time progresses, man, we humans, man. I'm about to say we grow apart. We grow apart from each other in certain situations, man. It be time for us. I'm about to say it be time for us to go our separate ways. I've learned now as I got older and mature to like, man, if we break off, man, it's best that we break off on good terms, man, and just be sad and bitter and sitting around crying about it, man. I'm about to say we way too grown for that, man. That's why I had to mature in that
Mm-hmm.
department. That's a lesson I had to learn. That's a lesson I had to learn from them past relationships too. Like once y'all break it off, man, ain't no need to be angry and bitter about it and going on Facebook, man, and bashing that significant other. Nah, you go your way, I go my way. We explain to each other why everything didn't work. Okay, cool. We leave on good terms. I'm not gonna bash you. You're not gonna bash me. You're not going on social media with this shit. Boom, we done.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the key. You got to learn from those things, and that's called growth. That's called maturity. That's called being grown. We
Oh
talked
yeah,
about this before.
oh, yeah. I'm about to say, yeah, you definitely right. Ah snap. The titties hitting the screen again, boy. Yeah, one of his titties to hit the screen again, man. But yeah, as he was saying, man, I'm about to say it's all about growth. It's all about maturity, man. And I'm about to say, man, the best thing I like about it.
Bro, I don't know what the heck just happened, and I don't know why my other screen. There we go.
There you go. I'm about to say, hey, I
Okay,
understand.
yeah, I don't know what the heck just happened, but anyway, so yeah, bro, that's the thing. That's growth, that's maturity, that's understanding who you are as a person, understanding who you are as an individual, understanding who you are as an adult. Um, growth is a thing that has to happen in a relationship, or you just walk around being immature about everything. There's a lot of immature individuals, grown people out here who are not ready for relationships, who are not have not learned anything from their past relationships, and who walk around here blaming their exes and different things. Oh, they was doing this to me and that to me. That's the way I am, and blase, skippy, whatever. But at the end of the day, none of that matters because you have to be accountable for your own actions and your own responsibilities as an adult,
Exactly.
and you have to
Exactly.
stand on
That's the
your
number one
10.
thing. Accountability.
Yeah, it's accountability. um I can't talk today, but it's accountability. uh Holding yourself accountable is a high form of maturity. I'm gonna
Oh
tell
yeah.
you one thing I had to do, bro. And I talked about this on a previous episode, but um I went back and apologized to my exes, the ones that I could apologize to. Because my wife isn't here anymore, so I couldn't talk to her and apologize to her. But I did go back to some of my exes and apologize to them and told them like, hey, I apologize for wasting your time. I apologize for being immature. I apologize for not being the man that you needed me to be at that moment. Uh, I apologize for not standing on my 10, making sure that you were taken care of, you were nurtured, you were given the information, and you were given the love that you needed from me. Uh, as a man and as your helpmate, I did not do that for you, and I do apologize. I hope I have not damaged you in any kind of way, and I hope that you find what you're looking for out there in this world, and not just service talk from men or women or whoever you're choosing to date, but a man or a woman or whoever is going to treat you like you deserve to be treated. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, I had some great relationships, but some of it had to do with them. A lot of it had to do with me, and I had to fix me first before I got into this relationship I'm in now. I took a good year and a half before I even got in another relationship, and then I just
Mhm.
happened to find my woman now. Um, find her, and we actually connected a while back previous to that, and then we reconnected, and then that's when we started talking and getting to know each other. Like, we didn't even enter a relationship. I think it was maybe a good 3 to 6 months before we even start talking anything about a relationship or anything. We were just talking on the phone every day. um and she was at a distance. She was in here in Milwaukee where I am now, and I was in California, but we were talking and FaceTiming every single day. I remember I told her, like, we were texting, and I told her, like, I'm not going to continue this conversation until we have a FaceTime conversation, because there was too much catfishing going on at that time. Still goes
Oh
on, but
man, what I'm
yeah, it
saying,
was a
man,
ton of catfishing, bro.
they
But
catfish here with something else,
but
man.
but yeah, she had no problem. She did the FaceTime with me. We started FaceTiming and talking, getting to know each other, and next thing I knew, I was flying out there. This was during the pandemic. Um, she came to me first. She want me to add that. Yes. She came to me first. That's my baby. She came to me first, and then I ended up flying out to Milwaukee to come see her. But this
Oh,
was
okay,
all
what the
during the
fuck?
pandemic.
I had doing the pan. Oh yeah, the pandemic was something else, man.
So yeah, that's that. But I learned to open myself up back again, because I had got hurt a little bit from my previous, and I was kind of shut off. And she was kind of standoffish a little bit at first, but once we opened up to each other, and once we started talking and getting to know each other and understanding each other, it grew into something great. Now, was it perfect? Hell no. Hell no. Hell to the no, no, no. But as the time has gone on, we've been together, what, 5 years, babe? 5 years.
Oh,
Um, and we're solid. We're more solid now than we were in the beginning.
oh yeah, man. I'm about to say the first 2 3 years of the relationship, man. I'm about to
Mm-hmm.
say I'm about to say it's gonna be rocky.
It's gonna be a rocky road.
I'm about to say it's definitely gonna be rocky. That's how it was
For
when
sure.
I fucked with her. The first 3 years, man, it was rocky. I'm about to say, man, we ain't know what we was. I said we ain't know what we was doing or nothing. But like once we got to that fifth or sixth year, that's when everything started. All the wheels started turning.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Go
man,
ahead,
I'm
bro.
about to say, I did the same thing you did too, man. Like I had to go back and apologize to some of my exes. Some, not all of them.
Yeah.
But that one ex, that one ex I'm talking about, man, she ain't deserve no apology, man. Look, I was too busy trying to, trying to throw a cocktail bomb through her crib. Cause I'm like, bitch, man, excuse my language. I'm like, bitch, you had me sitting on the front porch and you had that other nigga upstairs. Oh, hell no. Oh, bro, I'm like, see, no, I'm gonna have to get my league back on that one. Like, no, I'm
Right.
about to say, she used to kill me, boy, because every time she used to throw her little sister, Shakita, I'm about to say, Shakita, the one that be commenting on our posts or whatever, man, she always used to
Yeah.
throw her out. She always used to throw her out there on the porch, like, here, go talk to Darius. I'd be like, man,
Yeah.
the fuck? I'm about to say, man, I'm here to talk to you. The fuck you send a sister out here for? Then I had to put two and two together. I'm like, oh, yeah, how that song go, man, playing tricks on me?
Yeah.
Ah, man, I'm about to say, yeah, I'm about to say, they definitely playing tricks on me. Or that old
Yeah.
song, "Don't Save Us, You Don't Want to Be Saved." God damn it.
Yeah, that's a fact. J. Cole was not lying. Don't save her if she don't want to be saved.
I'm about to say E40 said it first.
Oh yeah, Captain Saberho. Yes, he did.
Hey, that's one of my favorite songs by E42, man.
Yeah, that's a real song, man. Stop saving these chicks out here, dude. Like, dudes be out here. That's another thing with growth and maturity. Men, and I'm speaking only to men right now. You cannot save a woman who don't want to be saved.
I'm
Women,
trying to tell you.
you cannot fix a man. You cannot mature a man, nor can you raise a grown man. You can't do it. It does not happen. It will not happen. And all he's going to do is buck at what you're saying. If he's not a grown man at this point in his life, I don't know what to tell you, baby girl. It's time to move around, baby.
Now I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. I'm about to say, man, definitely time to move around at that point.
Yeah, it's time to move around, baby.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. I'm about to say, man, I'm glad we got through that topic, man. I'm about to say, man, we
Mm,
definitely had some lessons and past relationships that we had to grow and we had to learn from, man.
mm-hmm.
He
Well,
definitely
you got
did.
some more?
Oh yeah, man. I want to talk about because
Mm-hmm.
it's Wrestle. I don't know, man. It's WrestleMania weekend, so
Yeah.
I'm about to say, man, look. Hey, I'm about to say, man, look. The only thing I don't like about I'm glad it's WrestleMania weekend. Only thing I don't
Mm-hmm.
like, man, that 420 is on Easter, man. And I don't know, man. I'm about to say, I don't know. Please forgive me, man. But between me and my Lord and Savior, man, I want to see who's gonna be the most high that day.
Yeah.
Man,
You're a
look,
fool for that, bro. But yeah, I'm
man.
looking forward. I'm looking forward to that. 420, I'm not looking forward to because I don't partake
Man,
anymore.
I know, man. I'm about to
Anymore.
say,
But
I used to, man. I don't know more, man. I got to go to church that day.
but I'm not gonna lie to you. On occasion, I might do a little partaking. But for the most part, I do not partake in 420 activity. Shout out to those who do. I just do not. Um, but I can't wait till WrestleMania. WrestleMania is finna be fun. It's finna be some interesting matches. I am
Oh, yeah.
curious to see this John Cena match. Um, I want to see uh this match with the tribal chief. The tribal chief.
Oh, yeah. Roman Reigns and
Yeah,
them.
Roman Reigns. Yeah,
I'm
I
looking
want to
forward
see
to
that.
all of them. I'm actually gonna get my predictions.
Okay, go
So
ahead.
man, I'm about to say, man, I already know, man. The first match I think, man, is gonna be with Jay Cargill, Naomi. It's gonna be. I'm about to say, I'm kind of 50-50 on that one, man. Cause Jay Cargill, man, she can wrestle, and Naomi, man, she can definitely wrestle. But I'm glad that they putting the. I'm glad that they putting the spotlight on the African. I'm about to say on the black women in wrestling, man. I'm about to say
Yeah.
we ain't had never had two black women on the WrestleMania card, but we do this
Mm-hmm.
year, and I'm glad they facing off against each other, man. And then not only I'm glad they didn't put a week. You got jobbers and then you got the main eventers. I'm glad they didn't put the jobbers and the main eventers up against each other, man. You got two equally talented
Yeah.
women, and I'm looking forward to seeing that match, man. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Jade Cargill, man, because she got to. I'm about to say, man,
Mm-hmm.
she got that momentum, man, and she got to keep it going. Another match, man,
Mm-hmm.
is if I'm not mistaken, I was just reading about it. Oh, an Intercontinental Championship match with Braun Breaker, Penta,
Mm-hmm.
Dominic Mysterio, and Finn Balor. I want to see.
Yeah, that should be interesting too.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I know Penta is probably gonna end up winning, but at the same time, though, man, I want to see Rey Mysterio's son Dominic, man, winning. I'm about to say
Yeah.
win his first belt. I'm about to say he already has. He won the tag team titles and the NXT North American title twice. But I want to know. I want to see Dominic Mysterio shine like with his own belt, with his own Intercontinental Championship. I'm looking forward to seeing
Mm-hmm.
that match too. Another match I'm looking forward to
Mm-hmm.
seeing is, of course, with Jey Uso and Gunther as well.
Mm-hmm.
Those who don't know who Jey Uso is, that's Roman Reigns' cousin. He recently won the Royal Rumble this year, man. So I'm looking forward to seeing that match too, man. And I actually hope that Jey Uso pulls it off. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think it's a little bit too early that they're giving Jey Uso the belt because I feel like he needs a little bit more character development. Don't get me wrong, he pushing merchandise, I'm about to say he's up there in the mid. He's up there in
Mm-hmm.
the car. But at the same time, it will be too soon to give him the belt. Like it ain't no storyline and no hype around why he's getting that belt. So I won't take Uso to win, but at the same time, it's best to let Gunther keep that belt because it's a better storyline behind Gunther than in Jay Uso. They got Jay Uso everywhere. And in order for wrestling to to tell this story, it has to start with a story. And I'm about to say
Right.
Jay Uso ain't got that story yet.
Right.
Another another match, man. With the tribal, of course, with the tribal chief, CM Punk, and Seth Rollins. I
Yeah.
ain't even gonna lie to you. I ain't even gonna lie to you, man. Three big main event names. That's why you got to put it at the last match of WrestleMania. It's only right. It's only fitting because you got three main event stars. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro, man. I gotta get to my boy, my Chicago brother, CM Punk, man. I gotta
Yeah.
get to
Yeah.
him. I'm about to say, I'm looking forward to him winning. I'm looking forward to him winning that match, man, because it's time for them. It's time for WWE to put the belt back on CM Punk, man, because he know how to move merchandise. He know how to put asses in seats. It's time for them to put the belt on CM Punk. Another,
I agree. Those matches you're bringing up are awesome matches. Also, not to mention the fact that we have NBA playoffs going on this
oh, yeah,
weekend as
that's
well.
true.
Yeah. The
That's
Bulls
true,
lost,
man.
of course. They're trash and whatever. Uh,
Don't even want
yeah,
to talk about
I
that.
don't even want to go there.
I
I
don't even
was
want to talk
actually
about
when
it.
we
And
did
it's
our
not,
man
bro.
gone.
Bro, let me take that back. The Bulls are not trash.
Okay.
It's the coach.
Okay,
Bulls,
I'm just gonna do my man gone right here, right now.
yeah, go
So
ahead.
man gone goes to Billy Donovan.
Hey, that was my man going to,
Mr.
bro, man.
Billy Donovan, please bring your ass here. Cause
Yeah.
I need to talk to you about who you are and what's going on as far as your coaching is concerned. First of all, sir, you're trash. You have not won anything significant since Florida. When he had Noah and all them boys up
Noah,
there.
Al Horford. I'm
Yeah,
about to
oh,
say,
he
yeah,
had a squad. He had a squad.
oh man, he had a man.
Woo! That was a
That was
squad
a
at Florida, boy.
that was the 5-5 of '92, boy. I'm about to say
Yeah,
that
man.
Florida team did nasty, nasty.
Yeah, man. So yeah, he had squad for sure. Um, not to mention the fact, Billy Donovan, you're not a winning coach. Yes, you've been to the playoffs. I don't know, maybe 2, 3 times in your career. I don't know. Some people were saying a couple years ago he went to the playoffs, and as a 6 seed when they had DeMar DeRozan, which I thought was stupid to get rid of DeMar DeRozan, but I digress. Uh, they got rid of him. Now they stink. But it's not the players. What it is if I'm Chicago, the person I'm going to get is Mike Malone.
There you go.
I'm going to get Mike Malone. Dude has a winning record as a head coach. He's a proven head coach. He's won a championship and he knows
Mm-hmm.
how to coach. He can coach these guys. Yes, we know we heard the negative reports coming out of Denver, but before all of that happened, this man was coaching his behind off in Denver, and he was actually doing really well coaching in Denver this year. So I would go get Mike Malone, and I would go get the GM that they just fired from Utah as well. I would go get the GM.
Yeah,
I blame the GM on a lot of these situations too. Cause you got
me
the power
too.
to hire and fire people, bro. Like we need you to get off your behind, and this team needs to be competitive again. When the Bulls are in the playoffs, the league is a better league. When the Warriors are in the playoffs, the league is a better league. When the Lakers are in, Boston, these big name cities, you have to have these name cities in the playoffs. Boston is in the
Exactly,
playoffs
bro.
this year. The Lakers are in the playoffs this year. Um, Golden State is a big market now. You have
Exactly.
to have these teams in the playoffs. The Bulls are too big of a market. If I'm not mistaken, Chicago is like the third biggest market in the country.
There you go.
So
The thing I don't like about Chicago, bro, man, is when I say after the year 2011, bro, man, both all the Chicago teams, man, it's like we went from up here and we just kept sinking. When we had Tom
yeah.
Thibodeau, when we had Tom Thibodeau, Lovey Smith, and Joel Quinville,
Hmm.
we were cool. I'm about to say, man, Chicago was a. I'm about to say Chicago was a dynasty. We was in the playoffs, man. We was close to that. We was close to that Super Bowl. We was close to that Super Bowl ring, man. We didn't got. I'm about to say, man, we done got 3 NHL. We done got 3 hockey championships. God damn it, the Bulls. We done got blessed with Derrick Rose. He was out there doing his thing. I hate that Tom Thibodeau ran him to the ground. Ran him to the ground. I'm
He
about to say,
did.
man, I'm about to say, man, baseball was popping, man. I'm about to say, man, everything was cool. When they fired them coaches, man, it's like, man, everything went downhill for Chicago, man. If you got a coach, man, that keeping the reels rolling, that's keeping the wheels rolling, and it's right there where you need to be. It's like a puzzle piece. It's not gonna be completed until you keep adding pieces to it in order for it to show a picture. And that's all they needed to do. But instead, they want to they want to sit up there, fire Lovey Smith, fire
Yeah.
Tom Thibodeau. And
Yeah.
ever since then, look how many coaches we done went through, man, and we still going through right now, man, to get a fucking winning record.
Yeah, and that's the thing, and that's the crazy thing is that Chicago has had decent enough coaches to where they could have kept them around for a while. Um, I hate to say it, but when John Paxson was in the front office, we seemed to be going in the right direction. But then when Gar Foreman took over, it just turned into God knows what. I don't know what the hell is going on in the front office of the Bulls. We have
I
not been
do not,
competitive in many, many years. It is time for a reset button in the worst
exactly.
way.
I did not
Um,
like how they did. I didn't like how they did Derrick Rose because for one, that is your franchise. That is your franchise player. I'm about to say, the whole organization revolves around D Rose. You
mhm.
don't. What I did not like about Tom Thibodeau. Don't get me wrong. Great coach, Hall of Fame coach. If you want to put it that way. Only thing I did not like about Tom Thibodeau is Tom Thibodeau. Every time you see it with New York, he playing his players 48, 49, 50 minutes. 48, 49, 50 minutes, man. Running his players to the ground to the point when they do get to the playoffs, man, they do play at their highest level, like Derrick
Mhm.
Rose plays, like Derrick Rose. When you play at your highest level, man, and all the minutes wear and tear on your body, man, and to the point one freak incident happened, man, it can change your whole career. And that's exactly what happened with
Yeah,
D Rose.
hopefully they get it together. Hopefully it gets fixed sooner than later. I would love to see a parade down Madison again. It's been many, many moons since we had a parade down Madison.
Oh
Uh,
man.
so I need us to get that together. I want to talk about Caleb Williams. He did a GQ article um, recently, and I think he went overseas and did the article, but he said a lot of things in this article. He talked about Matt Eberflus as the head coach. Me personally, if I'm him, I understand his brand, and he got to get his brand together. But at the same time, I also know that you got to be the quarterback for the Chicago Bears right now. They need you to be quarterback right now, and
Oh
you need
yeah.
to go ahead, bro.
Oh no, go ahead. You good. Yeah, we need you to be the quarterback for the Chicago Bears right now, man. I'm about to say, Cause man, I'm about to say, man, we need you for the future, man. And I'm about to say, I got hope for Caleb Williams, man. I like the weapons. I like the weapons that Caleb Williams that they surrounded Caleb Williams around too, man. Like I'm really looking forward to this Bears season that's coming up. And, I'm really looking forward to like seeing what the Bears can do this year, man. Because I'm actually proud of the GM Ryan Poles for going out there and getting the right pieces. For getting Ben Johnson, and the one thing I'm happy they addressed was the offensive line. Because for years, Chicago had one of the trashiest offensive lines. I'm talking about, man, they couldn't even hold, I'm about to say, they couldn't even guard water if it was overflowing. That's how bad it was. And I'm glad that, Ben Johnson and, Brian Poles, they went out there and they addressed the offensive line. So I'm really looking forward. I'm really, really, really looking forward to this Bears season, man, because, Caleb Williams, I feel like it's going to be his breakout year, man. I feel like he's going to do the same thing that Patrick Mahomes did in his second year, if not better. Like I got great hope for Caleb Williams. I didn't think he do too bad his rookie season. It was just
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think Caleb, like I said, I think he need to focus on football right now. I don't think he need to be doing all the extracurricular activities. His focus needs to be on football. However, he is allowed to have a life outside of football.
Yeah, he definitely allowed to have a life outside of football, man. I'm about to say. But yeah, we need you to put your main focus on football right now, my brother.
Yeah. The Bears need a quarterback right now, and they don't need one, with Louis Vuitton and whatever else name brand out there, and you're trying to get your brand up and all that. Don't need that, because what's gonna happen is you're gonna be more focused on your brand, and then you're gonna be out of football, my brother. But speaking of that, we gonna get up out of here.
Yeah, man, we definitely, man, gonna get up out
It's
of here,
been a
man.
great episode, great
Great episode,
conversation.
excellent episode, man.
This weekend, bro, I have a topic. I have a show for Saturday. The show is we're gonna have folks come on in, and we gonna have folks name retail stores that they would like to have reopened, the ones that have
Oh,
closed.
yeah, definitely. And we
That would be
still
a
gonna
great
talk,
episode.
and we still gonna talk about that one friend who be doing the most too. So
Oh
we gonna
yeah,
do
for
both.
sure, for sure.
We gonna do both topics, man.
Yeah,
Like it's
we'll
gonna be
do
a fun
both.
day. It's
We
gonna be a fun day Saturday, man. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna need you to wrap this up quick Saturday because it's WrestleMania weekend.
Oh
You
yeah,
know
we
that.
got we gonna probably limit it to about a 30-minute show.
Oh, yeah, we did say we was gonna stream. We did say we was gonna
We
stream to give
can
our
do that. We can do that
yeah.
as
We can do
well.
that. So I'm gonna say we definitely that's gonna be our special podcast Sunday. So
Okay.
definitely, tune in Sunday, man. If y'all wrestling fans, we'll be streaming WrestleMania and giving our play by play commentary on the matches and what we think of them.
Yep.
Oh, definitely, man. Definitely tune in Saturday. Definitely tune in Sunday, man. Saturday at 5 p. Saturday and Sunday 5 p.m. Man. Definitely tune in. And man, before we log off, man, I just want to say, man, peace and love to everybody, man. God bless y'all, man. We thank y'all. We appreciate y'all for tuning in today. For all the likes, for all the comments, for all the shares, everything is greatly appreciated. Y'all looking for y'all cups, man. Definitely hit up my big sis, Miss Lady Johnson. Make sure y'all go get y'all cups, man. I'm about to say, man, Big Sis been going crazy on the cups. Look her up on Facebook, Miss Lady Johnson. Man, check her out. Check out, man. She a beast on the cups, man. Definitely check out Big Sis.
Yeah,
On
yeah.
her name is Miss Lady Johnson on Facebook. Definitely shout out Raymond Ray Beast, man. Look out for him and Look Piter. New single that's coming out. Shout out to Matrix, man. Definitely shout out to Big Bro, man. We still waiting on you to come on the podcast, man. Peace and love to everybody, man. God bless y'all. That y'all always safe and gone.